I know I said I don't deal in coincidences, but how odd is it that when I said I would make a video about buses and what part they play in events, 3 bombs are supposed to have gone off next to Borussia Dortmund's football bus, and it's being blamed on is an Islamist. It just seems very odd. But anyway, I don't want to focus on that because I don't know anything about it. I just remember seeing it the other day and thinking, bit odd. Anyway, so I was saying about that whenever you see these events, buses seem to play a part in the event itself. They either play multiple roles or just simply one role, which is to deliver the actors to the scene. So in this case, in Berlin that we've just finished covering, I mentioned about this particular yellow bus, and then this one, the yellow bus is clearly on the scene before the incident and is clearly seen after the incident. Even when they've cordoned off the whole area, the bus is still there, and I think that's really odd to me because the bus has no impact whatsoever to this event whatsoever. It's not in the way of the truck, it wasn't hit by the truck, it was just there before and after, but they haven't let it go back to the company that owns it, and you would think that they'd want their bus back. In the case of Westminster, similar sort of thing where you've got loads of buses. Now don't get me wrong, a red London bus is the most iconic thing in London, but the point is that when this happened, all the buses had stopped on the bridge, and in one case this particular woman was run over by one. There doesn't seem to be any question as to how she managed to get run over by 2 sets of wheels when buses go particularly slow. That seems to have just been lost amongst the rest of the noise of this particular incident. I haven't exactly gone into any detail as to looking into the Stockholm event, but already it's looking dodgy. But this is one of the pictures I found from Reuters, classic Reuters. But look in the background there, you've got another one of these red bendy buses. Again, I don't know much about that particular event. It's just got a truck, and there's a lot of people saying that there's something dodgy about it. But out of all that, check this out.
Går det bra? Pass på, sett av det. Se her. Sett av det. Sett av det. Bare sitt. Bare sitt. Ja, ja,
I den bussen der. Så skal vi kjøre ved hele bussen til sykehus.
Ok, det noen som trenger hjelp å gå?
Bjørn, det sånn, sitter den langt inne? Vi tar jo helt den bussen der, Bjørn, og så kjører vi hele pasientgruppa til... Klarer du å gå? Jeg skal hjelpe oss til du. Løfteren, tar vi inn I bussen.
Kom her, Faisal.
Klarer hun å gå? Hun klarer ikke å gå.
If you've not seen this footage before, it's from the Norway terror attack of 2011. I first saw this footage from Ollie Demengard's presentation called When Terror Struck Norway. This woman with blood all over her face but none in her hair was used as a bit of the face that was in all the papers to get across how gruesome this was. But the point I'm making here is that you can link it to my last video as far as crisis actors and drills are concerned. You can see she looks injured but she's not acting injured, and same goes for this woman here. She has a spike coming out of her head, a spike, and yet she's just sitting on the floor and not really doing much. And what are the paramedics doing about it? Not very much either. There's plenty of ambulances there, they could rush them off because they need urgent care, but no, they don't. They send her off to the bus instead. And why is that? And this is what we're trying to get across here. It is so ridiculous, and you can show somebody this and say, explain to me logically why this would be happening, rather than putting them into an ambulance and rushing them off to hospital. Well, the flip side of it is they're going on a bus because then that way you can't follow where they're going. They're being taken off the scene and transported elsewhere. They've done their bit now, they've had the pictures done, off they go, and that'll be the last you'll ever see of them. I'm sure there's more events that have buses that are directly involved in these things, and I would be interested to know more, so please leave me some comments and examples, because I'd like to know for myself as well. So thanks for watching.